together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Hello. I don't know what happened there, but thank you. Hello. Welcome to HFC Till I Die, your home of past, present, and exciting future as we end this this Christmas watch-alongs with the last game. Of course, it is West Ham versus Brighton tonight. A win for Brighton puts them leaps ahead of West Ham. A win for West Ham puts them only 4 points behind the top four. So it's a big game for us, and of course it's a big game for the mighty Spurs as well. But there is the latest breaking news from Manchester United tonight coming out of the transfer window, that Jadon Sancho, a very concrete and near completion. He's already expected to be in the Dortmund training camp from this week. And the other bit of breaking news we got before we ended off our last stream was that West Ham have contacted Tottenham about a deal for centre-back Eric Dyer as well. So anything breaks transfer-wise in this game, we will bring to you first and fastest here on your number one transfer. Any you want to know about transfers for Tottenham, for the Premier League, you hear it first here on THFC Till I Die with our partner channel, the Full Time Sports Network. Also live on Twitch as well, THFC Till I Get a Red Card. And also on X as well, you can find me at James10. James Miles 10, that's where you can find me over there. How are you this evening, guys? Hope you do all well. Please hit the like button and subscription button. It would do me a great service as we march on to 2K. Now, this is the West Ham side. We've got Awola and goal, Johnson, Mavropanos, Ongbana, Emerson, Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, Sussex, Bahama, Fowles, and Bowen. That is the West Ham team. And from Brighton, it is Steele, Hazelwood, Van Heckel, Webster, STU, Gross, Gilmore, Milner, Bununutu, Welbeck, and Jay Pedro, who caused us all sorts of problems when they beat Tottenham during the week. These are the subs for West Ham: Fenerbahce, Croswell, Cornet, Ings, Coventry, Cassie, Mumbai, Long, and Orford. And I think this is the Brighton lineup. And then there are Ferguson, Evan Ferguson as well, big name for us. Evan Ferguson, number one striker, of course, young Irish lad, 11 goals in 34 appearances for Brighton since he made his debut. So big up to them. But that is the name. What I'm going to do is I'll have who we're going to support tonight. Well, we're supporting Brighton, so we're going to have Brighton's team up there when we have the scoreboard. And down the bottom, I will have the latest breaking news from Premier League transfer news. As soon as I get it, I will put it straight underneath for you. Who we got? We've got AFC B Fan TV. How many number of subscribers? We've got 1,682 at the moment on our march to 2K. So I'd love to get to 2K. Really would. But big up there, Bournemouth fan as well. Unlucky at the weekend for the match where we won. But look, let's hope you have a good rest of your season now, and you can get probably whatever you hope for this season as well. But we are going for the titles. That's how many subscribers I've got. Yeah, the head-to-head at the meeting, 6 meetings in the Premier League. West Ham have never beaten Brighton in the Premier League. 4 draws and 2 wins for Brighton. That is something of a record that West Ham will want to beat tonight, because West Ham in claret and blue, and Brighton, of course, in their familiar blue stripes with white stripes as well. So big up to you, AFC Bournemouth Fan TV. Big up to you, sir. And maybe look, during the time we can get together and do some joint streams. I get you on the roundtable discussion or the podcast we do here every week. So maybe get into that, sir, and get your views from other fans. But I hope we're all doing well. It is, of course, the end of the Christmas period. It is all over now. And we will crack on with 2024. Well, there's the scoreboard. I'll put it up there now. So there it is, guys. I'll just do it right. So you get to see everything. Put that to the first half. But yeah, hope everyone had a good New Year's and a good Christmas. The game is about, the bubbles are blowing at West Ham. 50-year-old men blowing bubbles. Surely to God, Eric Dyer doesn't want to be a bubble blower. Half one. Yeah, it is the first half. And there's a bit of, I don't know, West Ham thinking they're in Doctor Who. I'm thinking Doctor Who's going to become a West Ham fan. Who knows? But anyway, just waiting for the start of the game now, guys. Yeah, it's been a bit busy day, actually, in the transfer market as well. We've got this one as well, that Man United and Dortmund are actively working on the Sancho, and ASA Monaco and West Ham are finalising the deal for TLK. It will be a loan deal with a mandatory buy-to option clause in case of a specific 500k, which AS Monaco are willing to pay the 500,000 for the loan to go through. And 90, yeah, okay, all right, Mister. See, just reset it. Job done. You know, it's a bit hard doing these watch-alongs on your own when you don't have your co-host with you. But that is what's happening. So the teams are in the tunnel now, guys, and the game will soon kick off. It is a 7:30 kickoff. I'm really hoping for a Brighton win tonight. Brighton have really been in good form. I love watching Brighton play anyway. Brighton, for me, are very exciting to watch. West Ham, never liked them, never have done, never will. And I'm being honest, I just don't. But a win for Brighton tonight takes them above West Ham into 6th place. A win for West Ham only takes them 2 points behind Tottenham. 3 points. 3 points behind Tottenham and 4 points behind the top 4. So a lot's riding on this game tonight. Both teams are riding high. Brighton have won more Premier League points versus West Ham. Brighton are unbeaten in all 6 Premier League meetings at the London Stadium. And West Ham have the most points, 33 and 10. West Ham have won 6 of the last 8 Premier League games and won the last 3. Brighton have won 3 of the last 13, drawn 6, lost 4, and have 5 out of the 6. West Ham are beaten the last 4 home games in the Premier League, and Brighton have gone a club record 23 games without a clean sheet. So a few records could be broken tonight. But here's now the West Ham and teams are out in the loads of bubbles. And the Seagulls will be looking to burst them bubbles and send West Ham's 2024 off to a bad start. Anyway, we will go through the lines up again in a minute, guys. There's the Brighton lineup, and I will give you the West Ham lineup as well. There it is there as well. That is the West Ham lineup, starting 11. And then the subs benches, that's for West Ham. And then that is for Brighton. So there is your latest thing. Please, do us a favor, do hit the subscription button and the notification bell for future shows as we gear up for this transfer window. As I said, any breaking news we'll bring to you first and fastest here. I put up the latest news I got. This was just given to me about a few minutes beforehand after we finished our earlier stream, the transfer show, about Sancho on his way back to Dortmund, and he is expected to be in the training camp as from this week. So that will go through quite quickly, I think. West Ham playing at home, been very good this season, doing well in Europe in the last 16, of course, of the UEFA Cup, and Brighton as well, both playing a 4-1-4-1 formation. Look, West Ham are not the best team in the world. I don't really like West Ham too much. I'm being honest. I prefer Brighton. They play some good football. They play really exciting football. And as a football fan, I love watching good teams play. But they do play an exciting brand of football. They played very well against us the other night and outplayed us and outfought us and deserved their win wholeheartedly. We were awful. Tottenham, we really were. But for me, I thought Gilmore was good in midfield. Danny Welbeck was a nuisance. So is James Milner. He run that midfield. And the Argentinian, and also Pedro up front as well. He caused us all for lots of stress and problems. But they're playing a 4-4-1-1 formation with Bruno Neto behind Pedro as sort of a cam role. West Ham players just clapping each other on the back. Thank you for joining as we get ready for the last and Ward Prowse this season's assists, first in everything. Assists, chances created, passes into opposition box, and distance. He's run 211.8 kilometers. So, big up to him. He's a good player. Player I would have loved at Spurs, by the way. And it's big up to Keeler. Boo, Bubbles, boo, exactly. And Gross as well here. He's 6 assists, 50 chances created, passes in opposition box 157, and he's run 198.4 kilometers. Of course, team ranked first everywhere. Big up my man Tequila. Hope you're doing. They've got Simply Ace in the hello everyone. Will we ever sign the centre back? Levy is arguing over pennies again. It's actually not Levy, but the Paratici's behind this deal. I think what it is, it's just the last bit of bits and pieces that has to be done. And I'm just ready to get start the scoreboard as we offer our last Christmas game and there we are. We're off and on the way here at the London Stadium. It is West Ham versus Brighton live on THFC Till I Die, and also over on the Full-Time Sports Network, our partners channel. And it goes out for a West Ham throw straight away. And West Ham go all the way back to the defence and they start playing out from the back. Tequila, good evening. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Derma, how you feel about Rooney sacking? Yeah, I did the same as you when I heard it. I laughed. I mean, you don't take a team from 5th in the championship to 20th and expect to keep your job. And then he says, I didn't get enough time doing it. I mean, he's useless. Absolutely useless, guys. Honest to God, I've never seen a team plummet as fast as they plummeted faster than the Titanic. Birmingham. I don't know what Birmingham were thinking, sacking a manager that got them 5th in the league into promotion place, a good chance of going up this year. And then they bring in a man who can. Oh, here's West Ham. Was it brought down? He's always giving a goal kick. No penalty, says the referee. No referee. We've got a lot of people here coming in. Good day, says Colin. Good day, Colin. Hope you're doing well, sir. Let me know if you'd like to join me. Just give us a nod, yay or nay, and I'll send you the link so you can come and join me. We've got Tequila. They went to John, used it to Wayne, used it. Yeah, it is. It's comical. And the referee here is saying play on. VAR checked. No penalty given. West Ham. Now Brighton now. Starting with this, passing it now to the goalkeeper. And they're looking to play out from the back, which Brighton do quite successfully, actually. And the keeler says, "What's up, Column?" So big up Column as well from our partners channel. Right. Just let me know what you sent me. No, actually, it's okay. I'm just getting some breaking news, guys. I'm just wondering if I can use it. But here's West Ham. 2 minutes gone. I asked Grant Column. I know you're busy, man. I know you're very busy indeed. Big up Column over in the Full Time Sports Network. As I said before, our partners channel and a channel that we're, as both channels will grow and grow to be one of the best on YouTube, in no doubt whatsoever. Right. I have a bit of breaking news for you here. Now, Chelsea. I read on the London News that Chelsea handed points deduction verdict as the Premier League clubs put an FFP investigation warning. Well, I can give you the reason. I've asked the question and it's coming back. I will get it above the bottom of the screen for you guys. This is not transfer related, but this could affect Chelsea's season, by the way. And also another Premier League club are to be investigated as well. And this is it. It is, we're bringing up for you now, not for FFP or other reasons. They're being investigated for things that happened in their Bremenfish ownership. However, Nottingham Forest are being investigated for FFP. That is breaking tonight. Nottingham Forest are being investigated for FFP. So another Premier League club has now been found to gone foul of the FFP rule. And they are being investigated. Now, look, guys. Look, I don't know what you guys think about this FFP as Brighton now start playing it from the back and really just keeping the ball nicely and doing what they did against Tottenham, really just controlling the game, controlling the tempo, how they want the game to be played, not let West Ham and quarantine the fans as well at London Bridge and tell them to go back into their seats and blow some more bubbles. Few empty seats around the London Stadium, to be fair. Few people probably can't get there because back at work today or back at school. Or here's lovely little move here from Brighton. There's good one-touch stuff here from Brighton. As James Milner. Oh, here comes Pedro. Is he looking for Welbeck? He's got the overlap. Oh, good defending there for West Ham. And he gets it out. Here's Welbeck now. Welbeck looking. He gets it. He still gets it. He's still got the ball. Here's Milner, who ran the show on night against Tottenham. Here's Brighton now attacking. The first proper attack from Brighton here. Looking for a place, looking for a cross. Pedro. Here's Brighton now. Pedro's gone down. It is a free kick to Brighton. They're playing on. Referee says given an advantage. They're looking for a ball in, but West Ham are being pushing them back. Tigili says, please relegate them, Dermo, fingers crossed. Shame, I like Forest. Yeah, I am absolutely shocked that Forest are being investigated for FFP, but I'm not surprised with all the players they bought at the start of last season. What was it, 20 players or 21 players they bought in? I'm not surprised they've overspent themselves, but Chelsea. I will do more on it tomorrow. I may do a video myself tonight and put it out tomorrow morning for you about this, and once I get more information on it. But teams like Chelsea and Man City should be properly punished for the mistakes they've made. Look, I feel sorry for the fans. It's not the fans' fault, but I feel the people that are running the clubs should be punished properly. And everyone complains about Levy. Look, I get it. I get it with our ownership. I get it that he doesn't spend much. But we're looking to get our first signing in quite early. Ange's come in. He's changing the culture. But would you rather Tottenham be more careful with the money or be like being investigated for breaching FFP like Chelsea have been done? And I also think with the contracts being, you only got 5 years to pay off a contract instead of, what was it, 8 year. So say I bought Tequila for 100, say I bought Tequila for 100 million, right? And I was saying to Colin, right, Colin, I'm paying you 100 million for Tequila. I get you on an 8-year contract. I have 5 years to pay off that debt, that transfer deal to you. Then if I don't pay off that transfer deal, Colin can say, like, go to the Premier League, right, DERMOTRON owes me 50 million euro, but he hasn't paid it off. Then the Premier League will come to me and say, right, you cannot register any new players until you pay off your debt. Now, I think it's a good thing. I think it stops the loopholes. There's still more loopholes to be closed. But if this is correct and what I'm hearing, that Chelsea are in more trouble, then yeah, it's shocking. I feel sorry for Forest because I like Forest. They are a good club. We've got Tequila saying 10 million signing on for me, Dermo, 500. Yeah, that's grand. No problem, Tequila. I'll pay that. I just have to pay Colin back the transfer fee, 100 million. I hope that was okay transfer fee for you, by the way, Tequila, 100 million. Do you know? I wasn't going to go any more than 110. That was my limit. And it is a free kick to West Ham because it was brought back and it's offside. There's James Milner. A great professional for club and country. West Ham now, just starting from the back. You can't afford me. No, I can't afford you, Colin, but that's why I was paying you the money for Tequila. 100. I know you need the money to pay off some debts that United owe. So I was trying to be helpful. You know, like to help fellow football clubs out. So there you go. But let me know, guys, what you think about that. Forest now being investigated by the FFP and Chelsea could be done. I read out the proper. Quote I got from that, and it shocked me when I was getting the stream ready just a few minutes ago. And also Papa Sarr has renews his deal to 2030 as well. It's another bit of Tottenham breaking news. But let me see, can I find that bit of news for you again? Because that was, a big thing. Here we go. This is in football.london. It's only about an hour ago. Chelsea handed points deduction verdict as Premier League clubs put on FFP warning, investigation warning. Chelsea have been told they are likely to avoid any straightforward punishment for allegedly breaching Premier League profit and stability rules as the league threatens yet another crackdown on regs. It's believed the club will learn within the next 2 weeks whether they are likely to face any charges for breaching financial rules, with both Nottingham Forest and Everton said to be at risk after all 20 clubs handed over their accounts for 2023 by December 31. With any changes being announced by joining 14, the Toffees have already been smacked with a 10-point deduction in November, which they appealed. But Forest are believed to be skirting the line, given they have heavy spending after gaining promotion. Under the PSR rules, clubs are allowed to make a maximum loss of 105 million over a rolling 3-year period, eventually giving them a 35 million a season window. However, if the club to be in EFL for 1 or 2 of those years, the limit is even smaller, meaning they have a less of a window to work with dealing with financial loss. It means Forest have only 61 million limit of a loss, 30 million for each of the 2021, 21, 22 seasons when they're in the championship, and usually 35 million for Premier League teams after the game promotion. The huge amount of players bought in would have ransacked their coffers to the point where their wage bill would have been massive, different to life in the second tier. So much of their spending, double the amount of wages they have earned turnover from their previous 2 seasons. So football finance expert Kieran Maguire believes that Forest are the team most risk of being charged with the FA by the Premier League. As I told the Times, Nottingham Forest are very much at the limit of their financial fair play allowance when they are promoted to the Premier League. The investigation in new players continues in their first season when they sign players as high wages, including some as Jesse Lingard, who didn't work out. If you look into clubs to close the limit, they would be top, in my opinion. And now with Everton's charge in November, this potential incoming charge for Forest, both crowing through the league's new fast-track charging system, will see charges for the straightforward breaches dealt with by early April, and 8 points deduction applied to this campaign. Now, of course, we've got the Man City thing as well. That has to be. Now, Man City side are currently facing 115 charges, while the Premier League is investigating allegations of off-the-books payments by Chelsea during the previous owner of Roman Abramovich time at the club. It stands to reason that both investigations are extremely complex and more complicated and time-consuming either for the Forest or Everton's cases, meaning that the pair ain't likely to hit with any deductions around those cases anytime soon. However, it doesn't mean that they're immune from punishments around the Premier League's PSR, and it's clear that Chelsea have made huge losses in recent seasons. Under Abramovich and Todd Bowley, 156 million in 2021, 121 million in 21-22, but Maguire believes they can avoid charges. Now, if they do, that would be shocking, and I wouldn't agree with that one iota. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. Column says I have more money than United do currently. Yeah, I know that. Here's West Ham, crosses it in and well caught for still the goalkeeper. Sorry about that, guys. Believe it when I see it with Chelsea, Dermo. People that rich have the best lawyers in town. Yeah, and big up to Tequila putting in there a few. And he says, please remember to leave a like for your boys at TH. Thank you so much. Tequila, very kind of you. And also, please, everyone go over to Tequila's gaming channel, the best gaming channel in town by far, his Brighton. But more, the problem is we can still be punished for the Defoe transfer. Yeah, I think that's sort of gone away a little bit, Dara. I think it has, and I haven't heard much about it. I don't think there's much into it. I think that will be sort of brushed under the carpet, to be honest. I think the Premier League have bigger fish to fry. If you look at Man City or you look at Chelsea, two of the biggest clubs, that I mean, they deserve to be punished, and they're not being punished. And it really is a stink. Now, Nottingham Forest, I mean, they will be. I mean, for what I read and for what I know, they will be. I think they will get a 10-point deduction. Everton could be hit with another deduction if they find more problems within their books. So Everton might not be out of the woods completely. But are the Premier League, I want to ask you this question, guys, and leave your comments in the comment section as well. Are the Premier League going after the lesser clubs that won't damage the brand? Look, if they go after a Man City or a Chelsea, are they going to damage the brand of the Premier League? So let me know. Do you think the good header back there from the centre back there from Brighton into the arms of steel? The Brighton manager, he ain't happy at all. He is absolutely fuming. He's doing, he's not. He's like a 5-year-old child throwing a tantrum after his favourite toy's been thrown into the bin. Where's Milner? Chucked to the ground. David Moyes, I think, looks the happy of the managers to be after 15 minutes. And I think West Ham have slightly been the better team, in my opinion. But let me know what you think, guys. Do you think, Premier League are going after the easier team so it doesn't damage the brand of the Premier League? Let me know, and I will keep you up to date with all the breaking news that is breaking. Right, I've got a bit more breaking news for you guys on the Reguilón deal. That, of course, he was sent back today from Manchester United. He was sent back from his loan. They have cancelled that. Right, just let me know. So I'll bring you up to the very latest on the Reguilón deal now, because a few Premier clubs and Dortmund are after him. But Reguilón has come out and said Reguilón wants Dortmund move and hopes it could be made permanent switch in the summer. I think any move now for Reguilón will have to have a loan to buy attached to it. I really do. I really, really do. And I think, look, he needs to go off and play somewhere else with Eric Dyer as well, guys. That talks between Sporting Lisbon and Sport and West Ham have contacted Tottenham over the availability of Eric Dyer. So he has been told he has to move this month. He's been told that there is no way he can stay at Tottenham Hotspur for the next season because he will not get a game. So let's see what people are saying in the chat. I think Greggy can be okay backup for you, Doggy, for Destiny, better than Davis, surely. Let's just keep him to the end of the season. Well, Ange doesn't like him, and that's why Ange put him out on loan to get. I get what you're saying. I think you're right in what you're saying. I've said this today with Mia, that, you know, we have to keep, would he be a good backup in case Destiny gets suspended again? But as Mia rightly put, you can put Van der Ven in that position. And then with our new centre-back, which we're getting, Rudu, the Romanian, he could then cover in that at centre-back. So I think we got that covered, Tequila, and then he goes just to keep him there until the end of the season. Well, if he wants to play regular football, you can't really keep a player there who doesn't want to stay. But I get your point, Tequila. I think it's a very good point as well. And also, I'll give you a bit more update on the person who's in charge of the investigation. Give me for your I won't put it into there. I always put it in the wrong place, these things. But I'll give you a bit more investigate onto the news that was breaking tonight, that Nottingham Forest are being investigated by the Premier League over FFP breaches. And this is the man that's in charge of it. It's Mr. Peter. There we go, so I can get the game back up so I don't. Here's Brighton. Pedro on the attack, looking for a spring through. Oh, it's gone wide, it's gone long. And now Brighton still on the attack. 70% possession for Brighton so far in this game. Here's Brighton on the edge of the West Ham area, looking to unlock the key, looking to unlock the West Ham door and get an early goal and then open up this game, because this game does need opening up a little bit. And it's gone out for, well done for Milner. He kept it in there. And it's gone all the way back to the centre-back. Now, the man in charge of investigating all FFP matters and the Chelsea situation, his name is Peter McCormack, OBE. He's deemed as the best sports lawyer in the world. So that is whose investigation. Guys, if you are just joining me, it is at the bottom of the screen going across the screen there. Course that Nottingham Forest are being investigated. Chelsea are also being, not for FFP, but for other reasons, which I read out earlier. They're being investigated, Chelsea, for things that happened under the Abramovich era. And then Nottingham Forest are being investigated because they did spend a lot of money during that when they came up from the Championship. And you're only allowed, I think, 61 million, I think you're allowed. I think it's 105 million is your limit. You're allowed over a 3-year period. I think that works out. I don't know what works out per season, but here's West Ham, and the keeper's come out. Well done by Steele, and it's gone out. It's offside anyway, so it's a free kick to Chelsea. Let's see who he's popped in. Big up to Daniela. Big up. Good evening, Dermot. Hope you're well. And what would your ideal 11 be for Friday? Hopefully, Ange plays as strong as possible. He can. Look, I'm hoping this Rudu deal gets done quickly, that he can make his debut for Friday, to be fair. I want that. But from being sensible, I think Burnley should be a winnable game for us. So I would probably play a few of the kids and put a few experienced players in there as well. That would be, but I will give you my proper 11, Daniela, later in the week, of course, in our pre-game members-only thoughts. So watch out for that video. And also, we're going to do a little bit of a history between Tottenham and Burnley in the FA Cup as we do our little FA Cup history show of Tottenham and the competition. So there you go. So yeah, watch out. We've got a little history show coming up for you this week, Danielle. I'll pray for the members. Tottenham's history in the FA Cup. So let us know what your favourite FA Cup memory is as we build up. And of course, on the roundtable discussion, we will be going over our favourite FA Cup games, memories of supporting Tottenham and not supporting Tottenham. There's FA Cup finals that I can remember as a kid. The first Merseyside derby, Man United against Everton in 85, I think, or 84. Brighton could have won it when he was clean through. He missed it against Manchester United. Crystal Palace nearly beat United in 1990. Of course, Liverpool and Sunderland in 92. Many FA Cup finals during the years. Yeah, but we do need to take the FA Cup seriously. Now, I think we'll win it this year, Daniela. I really, really do. Big up to Hog God 10. Good evening, Dermot and chat. Good evening, Hog God 10. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Please hit all that like button if you can. What's the point, FC, says Dermot. Now, this is an important question to what's the point, FC. So I have to take this seriously now. Dermot, is it possible to have an ingrown fart? No. Well, big up. Thank you for joining us. Great you in, man. Dara, I think Chelsea and City have so much money that it just tie the football associations in court. That is why I think they'll never actually get to the point deducting like that happened. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Do you know, I just, oh, here's Brighton now. Oh, it takes a shot. It's been deflected. Oh, what a save from the keeper. One-handed save. It was going to his left, and then it suddenly swerved to the right. And he put his hand out the keeper sort of like that, and he caught it. It really was wrong-footed, the West Ham goalkeeper, and somehow got himself on the right foot. Well saved, sir. That was a good save from the West Ham keeper, I have to say. Well done. I think, I agree with you. Dara, I agree with you 100%, sir. I really, really do. He said, wicked. That's good news if it's sorted. Yeah, I'm going along the thing. It will be sorted. So I'm hoping we can break it. That is confirmed tomorrow. If not, it may be confirmed over the night. So we don't know yet. Right. I've got breaking news for you on the Radu deal as I'm speaking. News for me is coming through every couple of seconds here, and I'm really trying to keep a hold of the match as well, guys, for you, as well. It's supposed to be a watch along, but with all the breaking news that I am getting, so I want to give it to you first and fastest here on THFC to the home of the breaking news stories. And this is the latest I'm getting. Spurs teams have been working. The Spurs team have been and are working hard late into the late hours trying to get this Radu deal done. Andrew wants to play available for the weekend. So he wants him available for Friday. As I was saying to you, Daniela, it could have been that or West Ham or Man United. He wants it done as quickly as possible, and we will take you there between. All right. I think the Premier League will go ahead teams quite happily. Dara, on your point, right, and yeah, on that point, I've just been told something which I can't announce. Yeah, let's put it this way. Premier League clubs haven't got a hope in hell. Anyway, we've got that Tequila Hopanch takes it more seriously than he did the League Cup. Still about ticked off. Look, he had to give other players a chance, Tequila, and because there was no Europe, what's he supposed to do? And look, I think lessons have been learned, Tequila. I really do so. And it's still at the moment 0-0. 0-0 here between West Ham and Brighton. Of course, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, we could be getting this deal any minute now, guys. This could break. This could break, and I'm waiting for it to break. Daniela, okay, thank you, Dermot. We need to take the FA Cup seriously this year. I think we will, and I think we win it. I honestly think this year Tottenham's going to win the FA Cup. Tequila, we'll do, Daniela. Dara, the Premier League doesn't have the money to go up against the big club. I beg to differ. That's all I can say. Daniela, Arsenal versus Liverpool, it was a massive third round draw in the third round. A big team going at third position. You can see that game live here on THFC till I die. I think me and Bobby are doing that game. Oh God, that's not true. I can tell you that's not true. Whoever said that is not spot on. He does want to come. He's actively wanting to get this transfer done. Yeah. Okay, I understand that. I'm just trying to get from my source if I can use that about the Defoe, because I know somebody asked about it and I wasn't too sure, so I'm waiting to get confirmation that I can use it. But yeah, look, I don't think that's true, Hot God. Look, I'm not doubting who you've heard it from, but I haven't heard anything. Oh, was that offside? And it did hit the post as well, and I missed that because of all the breaking news. Bowen was in, a good save from the keeper who pushed it onto the post. It was a fantastic save from the Brighton keeper still, but Brighton get away with that. It was offside, and only by that much. Only by that much, I'm telling you, it was very, very tight. Sorry, I apologize. This is supposed to be a watch along with all the breaking news that's happening. I want to bring it to you first, guys, and give you up to date on the latest news. If the news gets to, if we do break and we have signed it, I will stop the watch along and I will go into, of course, Tottenham will always come first on here, guys. And I will crack on with the news that we are getting. So look, even if it's 1 a.m, if it breaks at 1 a.m, I will go on live for you guys and bring it to you first and fastest. The deal could break a little. It could be a win. It could be a windbreaker. It could be. I would like to tell Colin that Rooney is free to take over Manchester United now if they want. I think United are desperate, but I don't think they're that desperate, to be fair. Dyer, I would like to see some of the youth like Donnelly and Dorrington. So would I, actually. And as long as they mix it with youth and experience. Here's West Ham in the Brighton penalty area, looking for Bowen, goes for it. Oh, here comes West Ham. Ward-Prowse. Oh, good save from Steele. Save with his legs. He pushes it round the post for a corner. But that was a good little spell there from West Ham. A good little crossing. Bowen gets the header. He flicks, come off to the Brighton defender, and Ward-Prowse hits it first time on the volley. Doesn't let it drop, hits it through the legs of the defender, nearly through the legs of the keeper, and it hits the inside right leg of the Brighton goalkeeper, and he pushes it round for a corner. So come on, guys. This is a great game. It really is. It's starting to kick off now. I'm good. It's tequila. Well, big up Bryce Britt. He says he's waiting to come like Tobo does, but we ain't going to pay 60 million euros on one player this January. The Topobo deal's dead in the water. That has collapsed. It was either one or the other, and we've gone with Radu. I think it's a better deal. So that other deal, as I said earlier, has now collapsed. Well, that's good to hear, Dermot. Morgan Gibbs White, that's another good shout as well. I think we are looking at them deals. We're looking at players, but Paratici is now running the strings now behind, as doing what he does best, and he's cooking. He is cooking. And we've got, what's the point? I just fired off. Well, I'm glad you're letting us know about that. Thanks very much. What's the point? Yeah, because Taboda wants to go to United. I can give you the latest possibly on the Defoe deal, because somebody asked about the Defoe investigation. So I've got the latest. I've got permission to use that, guys. So I will bring it into you now. So this is the latest I've actually got on this story. And then we've got the latest. I've got breaking news on Tobo as well. And that sort of confirms what I was saying to you guys, that deal is now dead in the water. He wanted to go to United anyway. So United are in prime permission to do that. Here's West Ham. Ward-Prowse, West Ham. I'll get to it in a minute. Nearly half an hour gone. West Ham looking for a breakthrough here. Putting Brighton under pressure. Brighton with everyone back in their penalty area. West Ham looking for a bit of space to get a cross in. They can't. Oh, they have. Here's West Ham. Was he offside? No, says the referee. Carry on. West Ham. Oh, now was Ward-Prowse fouled there? The referee says no, play on. Oh, West Ham have lost it. Or they got it back. Now they've lost it. And here's Brighton on the attack. Here's the number 40. Look at him running. He's running the length of the pitch. Could he score? Can he? Oh, he always brought down. The referee's given a free kick. Milner was an acres of space. If he had looked a bit earlier and played mirror in, Milner was clean through. And it was the Argentinian midfielder. What a run from him, though. Good 50, 60 yards. If he looked up, he did look up. He could have passed it sooner, and Milner would have been in. But he was brought down by the West Ham defender. It is a free kick about 10, 15, 20 yards outside the 6-yard box. 18-yard box, I should say. And he's down with cramp. So that is the very latest. And let's see if I've got more breaking news for you guys. No, I can. So I can now do that as well. So let me do this. And then I will. So this is the latest I am getting there. There's a Brighton free kick here. I'll give you the free kick and then I'll give you the Defoe stuff. So there's the Defoe. I'll give it to you in a minute. Here is Brighton now. The number 13 Brighton over the ball. Brighton with 1, 2, 3, 4 players in the box. 5 players now in the box. Fricks it, kicks it in. Welbeck's around the corner. What a save for the keeper. Brighton shoot. Was that handball? No, says the referee. Oh, overhead kick. Oh, it's gone out for a goal kick. Wow, that was exciting. Yeah, this is somebody asked me about the Defoe. But I think it was you, Darryl, was it? Yeah, Defoe, the investigation can take a while. There is still a chance that Tottenham could be punished for it, but it would have to be watertight proof. So this investigation will run and run. I think it'd be more at the end of the season we hear anything on it. Okay, and this is somebody asked about the Tapu deal. It's dead in the water. It's as dead can be, as it stands. So Drink Radcliffe has the pulling power due to him playing for Nice, which he owns, pretty much guaranteed to be a Manchester United player. So that's where he's going. So just to give you updates on that, guys. So that is the latest on both of them transfers. And also, let me bring the Brighton team back up for you. There we go. So the bottom deal is available for the weekend. So that would be cracking if we can say. Now, this is a little bit of news. I don't know if I can use that, but this is actually Manchester United news on Ten Hag. I don't know if I can use it. Yeah, so this is the latest now. I've got on Manchester United now. News is breaking loads tonight. I'm supposed to be watching along, but I'm just getting breaking news all the time, which is great for me. I love the breaking news stuff. I love the excitement of the transfer window, especially with this. But this is the latest we've got on Ten Hag's future. NEOS are set to make a decision on Ten Hag's future in the coming weeks. Meetings are happening behind it. Now, there is a 2-week break for the winter break after the last round of Premier League fixtures on the 14th, I think 13th, 12th, 13th, and 14th of that weekend. So Ten Hag could be gone by after that. It depends how he gets on, but NEOS are going to make a decision on that. We've got, we need some news sticker dermo for the news. Well, I'm getting that across the bottom. That's for you. Roger's agent is talking too much and it's been in PR. Look, it's nothing from the agent. I'm getting this directly from my Tottenham source, who I trust extremely high. That's not too bad with the phone news. No, it's not too bad at all, Dara. And look, if you think about it, if you look at other clubs, it's pretty much no, if it breaks at 11 or midnight, I will be breaking live, Daniela. I will break as soon as I get news it's done. I will break it straight away. And I don't care if it's 2 a.m. I will break it straight away for you guys. That is what I'm here for. That is my job. We got another footballer had got himself into trouble in his private life. Oh, transfer. Okay. Porrisbrit, well, Pep is now a Spurs player till 2030 now. Yeah, we broke that this afternoon. He is now signed. Now, who do you else want signed up as a contract up now? Porrisbrit, let us know who else do you want us to know. We've got Defoe, ? We've got Boris, but let's hope they ain't like Romero and super angry getting cards all the time, since I've seen highlights and the tackles they would be cards in the Prem. I think the Prem is a little bit over the top, Boris, if I can. And Daniela says, thank you, Dermot. That is what I call commitment to the mighty Tottenham. It's commitment to Tottenham. It's commitment to my subscribers. And it's commitment to the channel that I love doing. And for the Full-Time Sports Network as well, it's my job. Though it's not a job, if you know what I mean. But to me, it's a job that I've always wanted to do and do something like this. And for me, I love doing it. It's an enjoyment. I love going on streams and doing these guys and bringing you watch-alongs and latest news and good shot from Brighton over the bar. Or if that was in Ireland, that would have been a point in the year match. And I love doing it, Danielle. And just for people like you that make me do it. It's for people like you with your kind words and your support and your always there when we do a stream. You're always there in the comments saying nice stuff. That's what I do it for. I do it for you guys. And that's why everyone who's subscribed to THFC to the die, everyone who's subscribed to the Full-Time Sports Network, I will bring in the very latest. Of course, Tottenham comes first. Then after that, all the Premier League news from around the Premier League. We will give you the very latest. I will break news anytime, anywhere, any place. And it's a West Ham throw in here. Here is David Moyes, of course, former Manchester United manager and Everton manager as well. Very successful at Everton without winning the trophy. I don't think he was given enough time at Man United, to be fair, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Brighton to do anything. But Super Sunday in the 14th, of course, at 1 o'clock, it is Everton versus Aston Villa. And of course, at 4:30, of course, it's the big one. It's the one that we will give Ten Hag his P45. It is Manchester United, Tottenham. We will return the favour. When Ollie sacked Nuno, we will return the favour when Ange sacks Ten Hag. So that is the plan on the 14th, guys. And of course, before that, we've got the mighty FA Cup, and we got loads of games on the channel this week coming up to between us. Dreams, dual stream between us and the Full-Time Sports Network as well. Oh. Right. Okay. I have more news on. I've got more news now, guys, on the Tottenham stuff. So let me just check. Let's see now. Well, I've got more news here on the Radu deal, so I'm just really what I'm doing is I'm sort of copy and pasting it, guys, as I'm doing this, and I will put one as a scroll across the bomber. Did the bottom one for me, I will put in there. But what I will do is I am going to do a show probably at 11:30 or 11 o'clock with all the latest breaking news of today. And then I will give you up to date with everything that I have learned. So this is the latest. Spurs' starting position was to try to do a deal for 17 to 20 million, even though January had been put to 25. As of lunch today, parties are not too far apart. Expected deal to be completed very, very soon. And also Napoli have completely discarded their interest in signing central defender Radu Dragnishnosh, as the player is expected to join Tottenham Hotspur immediately during this transfer window, guys. So that is the very latest I've got. This news, this is breaking and breaking all the time, guys. So I am sorry if you expected to watch along. I'm doing the best I can. I really am. And I am giving you all the latest I have for this. So I do apologize once again, guys. I know it's supposed to be a watch along. I know everyone watching on all the platforms we're on. I do apologize. But as you can see, I rather, if news comes first, I will bring it to you first and fastest as we go. Big up Ines, big up In, big up Tequila, everyone. Tequila, Daniela, yoo-hoo, says Ines, big up. I live stream at 11:30 UK time tonight. You just said I'm damn well in if you're so. Yeah, well, I will. I've got to speak to my better half, but with all the news that's breaking, I think I will do, just to give you an update on what's happening around the transfer world today and around the Tottenham, because this deal has run and run. Tequila says, big up to Ines. How is your new year treating you, sir? If I'm not mistaken, that's what you said. No, I did say that. I did say that up. Oh, God, thank you very much. I didn't ask for a compliment, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. Dermo, this is such a disrespect to West Ham. I know it is. I know it is, but I'm telling you, I don't like blowing bubbles. If you like blowing bubbles, Tequila, then tell me you like blowing bubbles and I'll commentate in the match. Big up Tequila, though. And not too bad, thanks. Tequila slept for most of it. How about you, my friend? I think I slept for most of it as well, to be fair. Keep it up. Same here, still feeling the effects of me New Year's Eve. Oh, bless you. Right. Well, let's do a bit of the football now, shall we, guys? And then any other news, I will let you know. So let me get the Brighton team up because we're not supporting West Ham. I cannot do it. I'm so cannot support West Ham. I'm sorry. Ian, Tequila, Hod God, everybody else watching, I cannot do it. I'm sorry. I am an honorary Brighton fan tonight because I want to see the seagull actually burst some bubbles with its beak. Daniela said it would be wonderful if you can, Dermot. Make sure you get the rest. I get plenty of rest. Don't worry about that. But news comes, it comes to you guys first. Always has, always will do. This is my job. My job is to bring you news. Oh, here's Brighton. Oh, how the hell did he miss that? The Brighton player was no more than 3 yards outside the penalty area, and he had all the goal to aim for. And he headed it straight at the keeper, straight into his chest. The keeper didn't have to do anything. Brighton should have been 1-0 up. Should have been 1-0 up. Here's Milner. Milner back now to Brighton now, looking to break just before half time. It really was. And Ian hates, but that's why I can't support them tonight. I'm sorry, Ian. I have to be Brighton. Here's Brighton now. Crosses it in. Oh, straight to West Ham defender. Brighton get it back. Here's West Ham now on the attack. Here's Bowen. Can he attack? He has got one player up with him. 2 now. 3. West Ham now joining the party. Bowen going back. West Ham looking on the right-hand side of midfield, looking to break, looking to come back. West Ham have got all their 9-10 players back now, defending like a unit. And West Ham have now lost the element of surprise. Welbeck's the only one that's really staying up there with Pedro. But here's West Ham. West Ham looking to get through. Oh, here's West Ham now. Oh, nearly through. And it's Bowen again. Big up to Bowen. Big up to West Ham. Oh, goal well defended by Brighton there. We've got Tequila. I'm a Brighton fan for the night, even though they did. I know. But they deserve to muller a Stoian. To be fair, I mean, if you're putting your hand on your heart, Brighton deserved to win that game. We were awful, and it proved that we need reinforcements in January. And if Ange now, like I know he's going to get this defender in, but Brighton, I rather Brighton win because if West Ham win tonight, they're only 2 points, 3 points behind us, and 4 points behind the top 4. Oh, so if Brighton win, they only go above West Ham. So for me, it's a Brighton win. It's better for us. I remember that Moyes got Everton into the top 4 many years ago. Seems like a minor miracle nowadays. Yeah, it does actually. Here's Brighton. Oh, well done. It got deflected into the arms of the keeper from the West Ham defender. But yeah, look, that Everton side was so better than the Everton side now. But yeah, Brighton should have been 1-0 up. They're showing it again. Any other side of the goal, it's a goal. Any other side, left, right, it was a goal. But Gross missed it. A bit like Christian. He missed it. Oh, dear. Right, okay. Damn, I've got a little bit on the Gallagher deal. I'm just waiting on a response if I can use it. I'm just waiting for confirmation if I can. But there's a free kick to West Ham, guys. Look, I will do a stream later, probably 11, half 11, for you guys. I'm waiting for confirmation. Look, I can't use News Tequila. I have to wait before I get the go-ahead to use this stuff because I have signed documents saying that I can only use it if I get permission to use it. I can't copy and paste like people do off Twitter. I would get the person who I use into a lot of trouble, and I'll be in. Oh, West Ham. Oh, it goes across. Oh, the 6-yard box, and nobody gets it really. And they get me into trouble, so I have to be very careful. But as soon as I get permission to use it, you know it first, Tequila. You will know it first. They make it up. Doesn't stop most newspapers, but we don't do that on this channel, Tequila. You know that. We give the facts first and proper here. We're not a clickbait YouTube channel. Never have been, never will be. So I'm waiting for confirmation. When any transfer stuff, feel free. If there's anything else you can't say. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I've got now this on Gallagher. I know everyone wants Gallagher to come to Spurs, including me. So get ready. It's halftime, guys, here at the West Ham Bubble Blowing Stadium. It was that boring. It's 0-0. And really, Brighton should be 1-0 up. But yeah, that's enough of that boring thing. All right. Okay. So where am I going now, guys? Right. This is the breaking news, and I am going to put this at the bottom of the screen as well, a bit like Sky Sports VA. It is Spurs deal for Gallagher becoming more unlikely due to the fee demands that Chelsea are asking for. Daniel Levy has made it clear that he will not overpay for any player this January. So that is the latest coming out of the Gallagher Tottenham Chelsea deal. It is a ball draw. It really is, Tequila. I'm so glad of this news that's breaking. I can bring it all to you. It is a ball draw, but the latest across the bottom is Spurs deal for Gallagher becoming more unlikely due to the fee demands that Chelsea are asking for. Daniela Levy has made it clear they will not overpay for any players. I think Daniela's going to message me in a minute for stop using my name in Daniel Levy's mouth. You know, so we'll have to see what's happening here, but that is the latest I got, guys. Look, for me, it was a boring game. Absolutely boring game. It really is. I don't know what to say. I just apologize that it's been a boring game. Oh, Lord. It is fun. It is so fun. It is so fun. This channel, I love doing this channel for you guys, but it is, of course, 0-0 at halftime. Brighton should have been 1-0 up by far. Naughty boy, Dermot. Leave it out. I know. I'm sorry, Daniela. I do apologize. Got Con Clash at 3. To be fair, you look at your Mount transfer. To be fair, look at the Mount transfer when I won't be looking to bring in Chelsea player anytime soon. Now, to be fair, look, I think Mount going to United was a bad decision in the beginning. Yeah, Chelsea want. Yeah, I'm hearing that as well. It's too much. He's worth 35 million at the most, not 50. Look, they thought they conned Man United for 100 million, right, for Mount, and he's gone away and done an absolute. He's been terrible. He's been absolutely terrible. And then. I don't know. Chelsea were in so much problems anyway. But listen, what I'm going to do is 50 million based on what? Based on either God knows. God knows. Absolutely. He's not worth 50 million in my view whatsoever, guys. But that is the latest now I can give you on the Gallagher deal. It is probably dead in the water, I can think. And also, we got news on the deal for Morgan Gibbs, right, Tequila? I know you're asking about him, I think, as well. No, look, what's the point? No, I'm going to draw the line here. That's not what I look. He has not refused to back another manager. So I think you're wrong there to begin with. He's back Ange in January into summer. He's back in Ange now in the winter. And for you to come in and say Daniel Levy yet again refused to back yet another manager, I think you're out of order there. I think you're well off. You're barking up the wrong tree. You really are barking off the wrong tree. For what I'm using and for what I'm seeing, he will be backed in January and he will be backed again in the summer. And I think you're using Daniel Levy's past judgment on what he's done. You listen to the people that don't know what's going on. Well, actually, I do know what's going on, but I'm knowing what I've been told what's going on. And I know full well it isn't what's been reported or what people are saying. Daniel Levy Ange will be back. Levy will back Ange. He's not refusing to back Ange because Topoda wanted to go to Manchester United. Does Gallagher really want to? I'll bring it up, actually. He's saying he's refusing to back Ange. He's not paying for Tabodo and Gallo, who are Angie's top. Did you actually hear me saying they were Angie's top targets? No. Tabodo, who wants to go to Manchester United because Sir Jerry Ratcliffe owns Nice, because the only where club he's going to is Manchester United. Right, that's the only club he's going to. Gallagher is up to Chelsea if they want to sell him or not. We can put in the bid. If we can put in the bid, he's not worth 50, 60 million. He's worth 35, 40. But if the player doesn't want to go, Tabodo was not Angie's top target. I didn't see that in any way. He was only going to one club, and that club was Manchester United. So Jim Ratcliffe owns Nice. There's only one way he's going, and that's to Manchester. And we've already said that as well. I draw the line at this. He's refusing. And I can tell you the absolute latest deal. Actually, you want the latest. What's the point? I'll give you the latest. What's the point? Okay, and let me know what you think of this. If you think he's not backing him, and I put it into a banner. I get really pissed off when people start shouting this nonsense. He won't back Ange. He's already backed him already in the summer. He's backing him now. So look, I've got more to it as well. I'll read out as I said. 40 million is the maximum price that Danny will be making available for the Gallagher deal at the moment, with slight wiggle room, but will not pay over the odds for a player. Chelsea are pricing out of the move. So do you want Daniel Levy, right, to overpay for a player like Manchester United overpaid for Mason Mount, right? Do you want him to pay 60 million, right? So I don't get your point. The photos fans can play at the I look. Right, I'm going to say this very quickly. What's the point? Okay, I am not going to sit here and slag off Daniel Levy. If you want to do that, go to the channels where they want to slag him off. You're not going to find it here. Do you know? I don't know. I'm not even going to bring up your comments because you're talking absolute trosh. You really are. It's not the cheaper option. So you're telling me Vicario was the cheaper option then? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me Vicario was a cheaper option? He's turned out to be better. Did you want Raya or did you want Vicario? It's all right you're saying wow. I'm just not bringing up about the tax thing because that's got nothing to do on what you're saying. But the question still stands. Did you want Raya or did you want Vicario when we were buying the goalkeeper? Vicario turned out to be the better buy. Vicario was not a gamble because we knew what he did. I saw what he did, and we had Colin also come on here and do a proper report on the player. He was a better option than Vicario. Yeah, Raya, but how many? There's Arsenal fans complaining about Raya. I got Bobby on to me, who's an Arsenal fan on Full Time Sports Network, saying he wish he got Vicario. All Arsenal fans are saying that. Do you know? I understand you want to go on this Daniel Levy rant of he went back another manager. But until the end of January, we don't know what's going to happen. So you can say that 2 days into a window that he's not backing him. He backed him in the summer, and then he's going to back him now. There's one deal already. When have we ever bought a player in the first couple of days of a window? When was the first time we've actually signed a player first days of the window? I can't really remember the last time we've done that. Yeah, I'm so sidetracked with the rest of the chat. I need to. Right. So where are we back off now? Sorry, my last comment was worded awfully. I only realised. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it at all. We've got based on being the best player in the shit Chelsea side. Yeah, exactly. I could agree with that. He was very good at Crystal Palace as well, by the way. I subscribe and have notification on, so I now know, Dermot, if he's live late tonight, I will never miss a stream, Dermot. Big up, Danielle. It really means. I'm sorry, why the F overpaid end up with more debts in January when we can go in more depth in players? I sort of don't get that. Right, what's the point? I can give you 8 straight from the horse's mouth because I've actually got this from, I won't say where, but I know who I've got it from, knows Ange very well. And he's got this actually from the word that's man. I'm actually putting it into the chat for you. So there it is. Radu is considered as Ange's number one target for centre-back position. He believes that him and Van der Ven will become a non-stoppable force in the Premier League. I mean, pay less for more multiple depth. I think I get what you're getting at. I think I do. I understand Tequila, but everyone says Nombelli was a huge talent and people forced Levy to buy him. It did not. Now, exactly. We pay 60 million for Richarlison. He hasn't turned out to be the striker we thought he was. Look, I'm his biggest credit, to be fair. We pay 60 odd million, highest paid player for fat Dombele, who can't even kick a ball 2 foot in front of him. He's supposed to be the next best thing. If I'm honest, if it was up to me, I want Spurs to get 4 or 5 rotation players than 1 or 2 pro. Same here. I just want a squad that's going to be capable enough to fight in all competitions to make us successful. I just want that. I do want that. Boris Brett says Rodo is very fast. For what's your point? He is fast. I've seen play. His headering ability is something else. Hoggod says, I'm sure Levy has been advised what a target player is worth and will backhand if it's not over the top. Exactly. Absolutely. I'm spot on, Hoggod. And look, what's the point? I'm not trying to... I don't believe in any spin that comes out of the club, though. This has not come from the club. This has come from a source that I know who's very close to Tottenham that gets the deals. But I'm not trying to spark an argument with you. I don't believe it's fair that you're saying he's not backing Ange when he will back Ange, and saying that Tobone was his top target, where days ago I said on the channel, I think on yesterday or the day before, that he was going to Manchester United anyway. The deal was dead in the water because of Jim Ratcliffe owning Man United. He owns Nice as well. There's only one place that player's going. I'm going by stats, and Tobone is much better. Look, that's your opinion. I respect your opinion on that. I read it, and look on Gallagher. I love Gallagher. I'm not saying, but he's not worth the money Chelsea are asking him for. He really isn't. I think he's worth 40 million, which 40 million is the maximum price, Daniel. Probably 42, 43 million. But I think that's what he's worth. I don't think he's worth any more than that. You look at Man United, they paid over 100 million for Mason Mount. I swear to God, Man United fans wish that the Glazers or Ten Hag never bought him for 100 million. Radu has the same passability he has, Column. It's okay if you disagree with me. Look, I don't want to argue with you. What's the point? I don't want to argue because I'm a very balanced person. And I try to take everyone's opinion in and treat it with the respect that it deserves to be treated with. But I will have my point, and I will talk to my point. You're well and right to put it in your comments in, and I will read them out. It's just a taxing I wouldn't read out, because I don't think that has anything to do with the argument unless you can back it up with something else. But look, your opinion is your opinion, and I respect your opinion. I always like you. You always come in with good comments anyway. Everyone's allowed their own views, mate, long as we can respect each other's views, mate. And that is the point. This is what this channel was built on. For everyone to come in here, have your views, and it will be respected. But I won't stand for people coming here just pushing their agenda with the Levy out one back Ange, when we don't know if he is. He's backed him in the summer, he's backing him now. We don't know what's going to happen. That's my opinion. And the same thing happens every year. We'll always go for the cheap. It's not a cheap option, but I'm not going into that. And the young players as well. I'm a Levy out guy, have been for a while, but we have to wait until the end of the window, then see what's been done before judging. Exactly. Isn't Tobone a bit older than Groza? So he will grow with time. He's 21. Columns put here 21 and 24. I just want the best for my club, Dermot, and every club has to pay tax. They do pay tax, Colin. I don't get what you're getting from this. What's the point? Of course they pay tax. They have to pay tax. I want the best for my club too. I've been supporting Tottenham for over 40-something years. I remember the time where we nearly went out of business, that there wasn't a club to support. So, of course, I want best for my club, but I'm not going to... I know what he means, English tax. I'm sure they do pay English tax. I'm sure they do. I'm sure all Premier League clubs pay English tax. Rudu is 21 and 24. Yeah, I'm not happy with Dragsha as I wanted to Bodo, and I'm always Levy out. That's your opinion, but I'm not gonna go in here and go against. Well, I'm very much balanced in my opinion on Levy. If he does well, I will praise him. If he does bad, we will criticize him. But I'm not going to spout here, Levy out, Levy out, Levy out, because it's not who I am. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. But I respect your opinion as well. After the summer transfer window, I trust Sanj to pick up some quality players that he knows will fit his style of play. That is bang on. That's bang on, Conclasher 3. Absolutely bang on. Ian, I do love a good debate. Oh, cheers, Ian. That's very kind of you. He means English tax. Yeah. Yeah, I know what he means. I just don't get the point. Boris Britt says, to be honest, Levy has done well this season so far, and I will back him. Yeah, I'm with you, Boris. He's done nothing this summer or window so far since Ange has come in to prove me otherwise that he's changed, or he's changed in. That he is going to provide Ange with the players he needs. I mean, look, whoever thought Eric Dyer would be leaving for West Ham with Sporting Lisbon? So I don't know. And then what's the point? Says Luke Little 1 set. Oh, the darts. Good man. What's the point? Luke Little 1 set. Ross Cross 1 set. Luke Little 2 legs to Rob 1 in the third set. Oh, keep us up to date in that. What's the point? Look, I don't want to argue with you. What's the point? I like you coming in the chat. You're good fun in the chat as well. And after all that, I forgot the game had restarted actually. So right. We'll go back to the game now. Okay, so let's see now. Let's see now when I started on 47 for you guys, and then I will bring the scoreboard up to you. Right, there it is, guys. The scoreboard is now starting again. It is the second half of West Ham versus Brighton. And, of course, it is still 0-0, no goals of the score. We've got... I like the Keelers is West Ham. It's fine. We paid English tax on a kid from Forest, don't you think? Yeah, exactly. Boris, I know we want Dyer out, but I'd rather him got Sporting, goes then he retire. Yeah, I think it's out of them too, I think. But I think he will do. To be honest, yeah, he has done well. He says, Dermo, it's West Ham, it's fine. It is fine. But they did publicise it as a watch along, and we haven't really done much of a watch along, to be fair. Oh dear, it is great crack. Now, I got another bit of news as well on Spurs on Reglon. Listen, I will be doing the show later with all the latest for you guys. So after this, so please keep out for that. 11, half 11. I will let you know. So this is the latest I've got on this one. I see my mate Philip is free as well on his way home. We've got Spurs are exploring options for Reglon, considering a sale or a loan move. Bournemouth, Seville, Villarreal emerge as interesting parties. Now, guys, let me know, where do you think he'll go? Would you like him? I just made another windy pointing to the west. Well, fair play to you. Reglon sounds like a Spanish washing powder to me. Do you know what? What's the point? I would love you to get a membership, right, and come on and talk to me on a fan phone-in. I think it'd be an interesting call, but do that anyway. He might go back to Spain. Do you know what, Bryce? I think he will. You've got Sevilla, Villarreal. Where do you think he might? Where did he come from? Yeah, we'll find out anyway. Tequila says, "Wear the white shorts. Wear the white shorts. Wear the white shorts, mate. Got to keep them white shorts. Got to get them white. The white. Yeah, what's the point? Get him in now, Dermot. Yeah, exactly. But that's the latest we've got on Reglon. It's still 0-0, of course, at the London Stadium. This result would actually suit Tottenham really well, a 0-0. Do you know what? I was saying it to Philip yesterday. Any watch-along we've done, we've never done a 0-0. Anyway, any watch-alongs I've done with Philip, Philip has done one on his own, and it was 0-0. I have never covered a 0-0 yet. Rarely don't, guys. And we've got a couple of comments in. He came from Real Madrid. That was it. Big up, Bryce. Boris Britt, and Reglon keeps his shirts white even when his shirts are in bed. Yeah, that is true. Let's see now if I can Brighton here. I think Brighton are on the attack now. Just let me do this, guys. Here's Brighton now. 50 minutes gone. Brighton, West Ham 0, Brighton 0. A game that would suit Tottenham, actually. A 0-0 draw would suit us quite well. Anyway, with the FA Cup coming up at the weekend. Are you guys looking forward to the FA Cup? I am. I really am looking forward to the FA Cup. And big up, guys. Look, come on. Only 14 likes. That's better. Please hit that like button as well if you can, sir. Would be really appreciated if you can. Pick up your memberships as well, and also send in our super chat or super sticker. It does help the channel grow, and it helps us doing what we're doing, please, guys. So come on, it keeps me and Philip in the job we love doing. We've got what positions would you want Spurs to target this window? Well, a centre back for one. A midfielder. I think we need cover in midfield and a striker. I don't think we'll get the striker this window. I know we're willing to pay. I think we've heard rumours that we've heard something that we're willing to pay the. Here's West Ham very quickly. Bowen running out, all well defended by West Ham, by Brighton. They're absolutely well defended there. Good work there by the Argentinian midfielder. Very well done indeed, sir. Yeah, a defender and a midfielder. I think if we get a striker, we need I think we'd be lucky to get a striker. To be honest, but that's my two positions because we're losing midfielders for the African Nations Cup. But we're definitely need centre backs as well. Let me know, Conclash 3. Where do you want Spurs to target this window? Let me know where you want to go, and let me know, guys, in the chat as well where you want to do. We've got Bikila. Please smash the like button for THFC Dermo. He's even watching West Ham for you lot. Yeah, exactly. I'm even watching West Ham. How bad can you get? The Reglon 2000, the next line, that's a great Spanish Hoovers. There you go. What's the point? Coming up with a new idea. Here's Brighton. Oh, was that handball? West Ham are asking about handball. The referees raved it away. Will the vertical aerial relations look at it? I doubt it. Please also hit the gaming channel as well. Please hit this game. This is a brilliant gaming channel by Tequila and his mate as well. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, here's Bowen. And let me know if you're going to cover any Xbox games, any new Xbox games that are coming up, Tequila. Let me know. And I would love to join you on that because I love playing my Xbox and I've loved playing a few games as well. So let me know what games you will be covering. Here's Brighton now. We've got, I would sell Richie. Do you know what? I've said it for a while. I would, but I think I'll wait till summer now. We need two centre backs, and in my opinion, midfield. I agree with you. I agree, Daniela. I think we'll get one of each. I think this window. I think buying in January is. Oh, that was that handball. Now it hit him round about here, guys. It was on the floor. Oh, I don't know. No. Think of a name for VAR for me, guys. What we can call it. Tequila says, gotta be honest. I know he's gotten a few goals lately, but not. Yeah, I've very quickly the last few weeks become a Richie fan, though I have absolutely slated him in games we've done. But I think we need him for this season and then take it from there. I wish we could get a striker. Richie's too much like a weather, unpredictable. Yeah, he is. And always likes going offside all the time. Big up to Mr. Simpson. Big up Carl. Tequila doesn't like the series games, which I agree with. The majority of them are useless. Yeah, they are. If I'm on Xbox, I'll probably play the Formula 1, FIFA. I love my Transformer games, by the way, like War for Cybertron and Fall for... So, Brighton should have scored. Pedro. Oh, Milner. Over the bar. Over the bar for Milner. Fall and War for Cybertron. And the Marvel games as well, which I love. So I love playing them. And also Ultimate Alliance, if somebody can remember them. Back in the days, they were great games. We've got Cash Conclash 3, I say a rotation centre back and 2 midfielders since losing Son would be massive. So we need a creative one, maybe a rotation defensive mid. Big ask for January, but I think it's needed. Yeah, I think so too. I rarely do. Yep, says Tequila. Carl, we're getting 3 or 4 in. Watch this. But that's what I'm hearing as well, Carl. And I think me use the same person. So yeah. I know that's what we're getting. Think of the name for VAR. That easy. Shit. Yeah, there you go. There we go. So anytime it comes up, I'm going to call it the shit review. So there you go, guys. Oh, on the early games, Carl Simpson, yeah, they don't change enough per year. I think sending Richie without someone lined up replacing him as a starter is insane given the current squad. I agree with you. We have to bring in somebody. Now, we're after that Frankfurt striker who's only starting to come good the last couple of days, last couple of years. Now, all-time appearance record, James Milner's on 6.32, Gareth Barry's on 6.53. So Milner could, I think, next season could do it. I think he can. Tequila, War for Cybertron, that was great demo. So was Fall of Cybertron as well, to be fair. I love the pair of them. And hopefully Xbox will put them on Game Pass because they did buy out Action Vision as well there last year. So hopefully Game Pass will bring them. I agree, Tequila, 90% of them are DCL extensions, not the whole game. Exactly, mate. Carl Simpson, big up to Carl. And Tequila says, yeah, they were both good. I still play. Luckily, when I got my original Xbox One, they brought over War for Cybertron, and I still got it now on my Xbox. I still love playing it now. Though I've completed it many, many times. It's great. I'm gonna give to admit that I'm smashing for Far Cry 6 on the Game Pass at the moment. Is that any good, Carl? Let me know. As Brighton attack, I've played Far Cry 5, and I did enjoy that. Is Far Cry 6 any good? Let me know. I know I might give it a go. I might download it. West Ham now. Oh, here's West Ham on the attack, but there's not many West Ham players in the box. He crosses it in. It goes to the outside of the box. Passes Ward-Prowse. Here is West Ham now. Are they going to... No, they don't cross it into the box. They do now. Oh, trying to head for Bowen. And it's coming up to nearly an hour gone. It's actually not bad, Domo. Okay, I'm going to give it a crack then. Yeah, it's not bad. If you like the other ones, you'll like it, Domo. Good, I'll give that a crack then. Do you know, I'm 47 in February and I love gaming still. Absolutely love gaming. Still always have, always will do. Muggins here paid £20 for it before Game Pass. Well, never mind. Never mind, Tequila, man. Anyway, 0-0. Let's get back to the game. The bubble busting 50-year-olds playing the Seagulls that are busting bubbles at the moment. This game is as boring as trying to find Donald Trump in the courtyard. And another boring shot. Anyway, back to West Ham. Yeah, not a lot's happened actually, Tequila, since I last talked, by the way. So there you go. Come on, Brighton, says Carl. Yeah, I know. I got the Brighton team up and I'm supporting Brighton tonight. Do you know, I haven't got the Brighton team up actually. Just let me just change it around a little bit, guys. So everyone has the latest news that's coming. Oh, here's Brighton. Here's Pedro. Oh, again. Oh, straight at the keeper. If you went left or right, it was in the back of the net. What a run for Pedro, though. What a run. He ran at the West Ham defence, cut through it like Moses cutting the Red Sea. Oh, he didn't. Just chipped it. Oh, dear. Bad shot. Not a. It was like Moses parting the Red Sea, and he just couldn't finish it. I'm 52 and still play PS. Yeah. You're never too old to gaming, I'm telling you. Big up. I'm watching the darts. Who's winning, actually, Chris, if you can let me know. Good to hear. Oh, God, 10. Never too old to game. Do you know what? We should start up our own gaming WhatsApp group, Tequila, and Hot God 10 and people like that. Just show what games we're playing. Anyway, all the way back to the West Ham. Nearly an hour gone. Half an hour to go. Thank God. If I was watching this on my own, guys, I would have wasted an hour and a half of my life. But because I'm watching it with you guys and talking to you and, having fun with you guys, it's not, it's been a good hour and a half of my life. Always love talking to you guys. But anyone's at the stadium, I'm surprised they haven't fell asleep yet. Yeah, I'm up for that, Domo. I love my games. Oh, good idea, Domo. Yeah, I think we should. And let me know, guys. Are you on PS5 or are you on Xbox, Carl and Tequila? I know you're on PS5. If you're watching this by yourself, Domo, you would have been asleep live on stream. I would have been. Oh, dear. Why do you think I'm drinking Diet Coke? It's got no caffeine in it. That's the only damn thing. I'm not allowed to drink caffeine. Boredom share is a boredom. Pick up here. I love that. Oh dear. Yeah, so am I on Xbox as well, Carl. I'm on both. Oh, all right. Well, tell you what. WhatsApp me your gamer tags. And you two, if you're on Xbox as well, oh God, text me your gamer tag and I'll send you a request. Oh, cross in there. Was that handball? Referee says no. Play on, and it goes. Oh, again, another. It's just been a game of woeful misses. Seriously. Any other? The West Ham should have scored there, and Brighton start for the back. 61 minutes gone. West Ham 0, Brighton 0. This has to be the most boringest game of the whole Premier League weekend. Binder, what do you expect from West Ham? I mean, getting a point for them is like winning the league. I mean, they won the European trophy, and they think they won the Champions League, by the way. I'm an expert there. There are so many cross-gen now. I thought it would be 2. I thought this would be 2-2. Chris, here's Bowen. Oh, he crosses it, and well defended by the Brighton defender. Look at him shouting and roaring. Look at that. Can you not see the linesman? And Bowen, well done from Bowen. The only man to show a bit of gumption in the West Ham. He has worked hard. He has not stopped running. Maybe a few of the Man United players could look at this. Rashford doesn't run. Rashford just stays there and does nothing. Anyway, corner kick to West Ham United. I tell you, this is the most boringest match of the whole Christmas period for me. It's been awful. But I've enjoyed every single bit of it. I really have enjoyed doing these watch-alongs for you guys. I really do enjoy them. In there, well caught from Steele, and he holds it tight. And West Ham. Now, when do you think Brighton might think, and hang on a minute, we'll pick up a point here. When do you think, guys, let me know. When do you think Brighton will start thinking of a point here? And if West Ham don't win this, would this be more points for West Ham than it will be for Brighton? Let me know in the chat as well. I think it will be. Game tag is Hazard 123. Send it to me on WhatsApp there, Carl, and I'll get it off you there because I won't be able to cross it here. But big up to everyone who's watching, and thank you so much for the like, and thank you so much. 143 views so far. Wow. Thank you so much for this boring go. Sent you an email, Domo. Big up Tequila. I let my son Hassam. Oh, okay. Anyone play Dead by Deadline? God, that game. God, that game's going back a few years. Wow. Haven't heard that for a while. Brighton with a look, it shows how good the game is. We're now talking about gaming tags and games on Xbox and PlayStation. That shows how good this game's been, actually. It's been a bit boring, this game, to be fair. No wonder there's empty seats. If there's a stream later, I'm sure that will be more entertaining and interesting than this game. There will be a stream later. I have to go through all the latest news for you guys before you go to bed. So I'm going to have to cook my missus some dinner and then I'll crack on with it. Everything's all in the banners anyway, so just bring it up then. But let you know the difference. They've added a load of new content to them. Do you still play that? Why? Right, Hog God says, here's Brighton now. Let's see if Brighton can score. No. Just to tell you what happened, the Brighton player went into the box and he thought he was going to fall. He pretended not to. Then he stood up and then he tried to fall again. It looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa after a few bottles of Magnum champagne, to be fair. Hog again says, I've had an Atari, a Spectrum 648K. Wow. Commodore 64. I had a Commodore 16, if you remember that. An Atari ST Mega Drive. I remember the Mega Drive, all right. Here's Brighton. Pedro on the, header in. Headed back from Brighton. Nobody in the middle to knock it into an empty net. Wow. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Xbox 360, Xbox Elite. My elder son has the latest Xbox. Wow. That is some collection, Hot God. I'm really impressed by that. God, Atari used to be good back in the day, to be fair. I had a Commodore 16. I had a Spectrum 4. I had a Mega Drive. I had a Nintendo. I had the original NES, by the way, if people can remember that. The original block cartridges. You remember them, guys? The little block, you used to put them in and press it down. I've had PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I did have both, but I sold one because I found I wasn't using one more than the other. I've had Xboxes, and then never had an Xbox Elite, but the latest Xbox is brilliant. And they are bringing out another Xbox as well. We've got Tequila. Show some love to Spectrum 48K. Yeah, we've got to. The Atari ST also needs some love. Yeah, it does. Welbeck is coming off for Brentford, by the way, guys. And Evan Ferguson, at last, the Irish sensation, the Irish number one, the Irish Pele is now coming on. He's the Irish Maradona. He's coming on. Come on, Evan. Evan now will show Brighton what they've missed with a bit of you. Then I can rarely say you never beat the Irish, because he is the Irish Maradona coming on now. Atari used to rock. Yeah, it did back in the day. Throw into West Ham. Here's Brighton. Pedro running after it, misses it. West Ham still attacking. It's still a boring game, by the way, guys. And then, here's comes wildly done, but here's Brighton on the attack. Pedro. Here's Pedro. Pedro looking back now. Brighton now playing some good stuff now. Out of balance of the teams, I think Brighton have been a better team, to be fair. West Ham have been very poor, very wasteful. But Brighton here, we've got Carl. My first computer was Commodore 64 and then the Amiga 500 with the cartridge extension. I remember the Commodore 16. I remember Dad got it from a place outside Mullingar. I used to live in Ireland, called Tullamore. And he bought it for my birthday. I was playing Pac-Man. Used to be cassette. Used to buy little cassettes and put it in. And that used to love it. Used to love it. Friend's console was the NES, and mine was the NES as well. And then the Master System. God, that's going back, Carl. I still got a Switch for it. I still love playing Mario Brothers, America. I just love bouncing around a little fat Italian guy, pretend he's Paratici, just banging all the other clubs out of the way so we can buy some players. Look at that. Ferguson. That's why I call him the Irish Maradona. He's only on the pitch a couple of minutes. He flicked it up, and then shot. What a bit of skill from him. Look at this. Look at that. Unlucky. Did the keeper get to it, actually? That's a good bit of skill from Fergie. And he shoots. Did the keeper get a hand to it? No. Just wide. Unlucky. Tequila too right. Tequila will have to do a cast on the retro systems, I think you do, Tequila. I had a question of spot on. The 64 loved it. A question. Oh God, that's going back. Loved Desert Strike. Desert Strike. That was good on the Mega Drive. That was very good, actually. I have to say, definitely Tequila. And then Tequila says, late night Mario Kart for me after Mum went to bed. Sneaked downstairs and played it way more than I was meant to. Yeah, God, you're right. Ferguson is going to be a star. For me, he's like the Irish Maradona. He really is. That bit of skill there. And he's only a young lad, but he's got to be looked after, though. He's got to be looked after. That's the only thing. And I think if he had a Fergie or something like that. Have you played GoldenEye? I have. And I was very fearful of playing it, to be fair, Carl, because I loved it when it first came out as a kid, right? And I loved it then. I played hours on it, hours and hours and hours on it, right? And I was so fearful that they'd mock it up like they do when they remake a game or remaster it. But oh god, it was so good to play it again. It really was. And the Keeler goes, my mate has, I remember the original on the 64 Soda Wire University. Carl Simpson loved the Bond games on FIFA. There's a new one coming out, actually, guys. Oh god, Brighton nearly in again. Just for Milner. What a crossing for Milner here on the left-hand side. He crossed it in lovely. Oh, it just got, if he got the right flick on, he would have flicked it into Ferguson's place. Yeah, there will be a new Bond game coming out by iOS, who make the Hitman games. So I think it's coming out next year. I think sometime. Same here, Ian. Hot God, Halo on Xbox, the closest thing to tap NPC games. But yeah, Halo was the thing that actually started Xbox off, to be fair. I was watching a documentary the other night, but here's West Ham on the attack, guys. I'll get back to it in a minute. Here's Ward-Prowse. Can he get a cross in? And he does a lovely cross in for Ward-Prowse. Oh, God, played across and well caught by the Brighton still. Yeah, I was watching a documentary on it. And really, Halo was the one that started the whole thing off for Xbox. Terminator games as well. Yeah, Carl says, yeah, yes, Ian. I had a Terminator on the Amiga 500 cartridge, and so old, I know. Pardon me. Ian's laughing so hard he's fell off the table after having his dinner. His missus looking at him, thinking that he's complete. What's happened with him? I better trade him in for a 21-year-old. Sorry, Ian, you can trade your missus in for a 21-year-old as well. Okay, so swings both ways. Yeah, man, Halo was their system. Seller to start, similar start with Dermo. Yeah, it was a system. Yeah, it was a seller start. Yeah, it was. Didn't put it all together. I think they did. I was once a games tester for EA. Wow. Oh, sorry, Ian. I do apologize for saying what I said. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry. Anyway, evening all to Matthew Bassett. Big up, Matthew. How you doing, sir? Was West Ham to stink out match at least Brighton trying the archive? I mean, it's that bad. We're talking about computer games on the watch along. I mean, it's that boring. Serious to God, I didn't think the game was restarting. Have I got my camera on? No, you haven't, Ian. You're all right. You're okay. Tequila, it was a blast. It was. Wow, I can't believe you're a tester for EA. Did you do the early Bond games they did on EA? Because some of them early Bond games were absolutely fantastic. I love the ones they did with where was it, Nightfall, and there was another one they did with Pierce Brosnan. Well, it was first shoot, it was a third person shooting. Let me know if you did them. They're brilliant. We've got Ian. Only West Ham, yeah, runs to get a bit of tape to cover the lens. Big up, and then big up everyone on the show and in the chat. Big up Matthew as well. I hope you're doing well, sir. And as we got it there now. Big up, Carl. I will let you know later, sir. And a big up. I'm gonna say massive big up to Dave Harris. He's not well at the moment, so I hope you get well soon, man. I really do. And also, I want to say massive shout out to my mother as well, who's in hospital at the moment with her. She's got a leaking valve, so hopefully she's not very well at the moment. And told today when I spoke to her this evening that somebody where she's in the hospital had COVID, so she's in an isolation ward waiting if she's got COVID or not. So yeah, so big up to my ma'am if you're watching. Big up, ma'am. Hope you feel better too soon, and I will speak to you tomorrow. And as soon as I get the car fixed, I will come up and see you as soon as I can. Inez says the world is not enough. I think, yeah, it was the world enough. There was another one Pierce Brosnan did. What was it? It was the third person. It was the last one EA did, I think. It was a PS2 game, but it was absolutely my favorite Bond game ever. We got Tequila as well. Big up to the legend Irish Dave Hotspot. Yeah, big up. Honestly, Dave, hope you're feeling well, brother. Hodgson, Hodgod were you testing the Championship Manager when it was? Oh yeah, I forgot they were with them. I actually watched a documentary on that the other week, actually, about that. So I got the new Championship Manager. I do like it very much, actually, I have to say. Get well soon to anyone who's struggling right now. Big up Ines. Tequila, thank you so much as well. Big up Dermo's mum, stay strong. Thank you, Shoot. I'll say the center. That's why Tequila. Thank you. No, I can't remember what the PlayStation 2 game was for the Bond game. Dude, I'm gonna have to Google it now. Hang on. Anyway. Bond on PS2. Oh, here we go. It was Everything or Nothing, and also From Russia with Love. That was EA Sports. That was EA. EA did a few games. They did Nightfire, Agent Under Fire. PS2 was Everything or Nothing, and From Russia with Love. And I wish they'd remastered them games. Dermot, I tested Battlefield for Xbox console, Battlefield, Harry Potter and all the visors, Burnout, to name a few. Championship Burnout. I love the original Burnout games where you just sit there and crash into another car. See how well you can do. No, it was for Everything and Nothing. And then, oh man, Champs Manager HUD. Well, you are so lucky. From Russia with Love was quite difficult, if I remember. It was quite difficult, but I loved it. I really loved the game. The driving mechanics on it were awful, but I loved the game. I really did. And For Everything for Nothing was a brilliant game. I loved that as well. Completed that so many times. For football fans in here who don't like gaming, forgive us, but it's West Ham and we're tired, all right. Yeah. It's been a long Christmas. I'll see if I can find it. Pick up Tequila. I'm gonna leave that up there Anyway, here's Brighton. Nearly just 76 minutes gone of the most boringest game that's ever been produced to man and woman and child and aunt and uncle and grandparents and parents as well. Header in, and it's gone wide. I've just noticed a fella at the back on pushing a load of pallets out of the stadium with the hood on. It looked a bit dodgy. Oh, I wonder how they're watching this match right at the London Stadium. Do you think they need binoculars to watch the game? Because I swear to God, you don't get a good view there. Oh God, if I see it, I can find it. Yes, it is West Ham's fault, so it's Carl. Yeah, by the end of this match, this channel would be DHFC to like game. I love it. This is last 10 shots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Brighton, only 2 for West Ham. It shows how boring West Ham are just playing for a point, and they're at home. It shows how bad they are. Ian says, ha ha ha. EA passed to Xbox, shot saved by PlayStation. Yeah, what do you think on that, guys? I love the Game Pass. Do you think PlayStation have gone behind Xbox here with their Game Passes, if you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's still 0-0 at London Stadium. Here's Pedro now to James Milner. 78 minutes gone, 0-0. This game is as boring as hell, but I'm still here. Anyway, here's Brighton. Milner. Pedro. Brighton trying to break down a rugged defender. Here's Brighton. Can they score? Oh, here's Brighton straight into the hands of the keeper. And then from Al Mala, and he plays it into there. But West Ham lose it straight away. Good tackle there from the West Ham fullback. And it goes out for a West Ham. West Ham throwing. Is PS Plus still 60 quid? Yeah, I think it is. And then Carlson, yes, they have, but they have to become play with shit compared to Game Pass. Yeah. Plus, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, Ian. It's so expensive for what it is. It really is, sir. Anyway, let's see if I've got any breaking news on Tottenham front for you. The answer to that is probably no. Oh, here's Brighton on the attack. Can Brighton nick a 3 points here and put West Ham a sorry despite? Oh, he's brought down. Was it a penalty? That was a penalty. For me, that was a penalty to Brighton. Oh, dear. And again, the West Ham... Oh, he's been told to stop. No, carry on. They are not looking at this, guys. The VAR are not looking at that. Was a penalty. And again, oh, I don't know. Breaking news. West Ham are still playing shit. Yep, that is breaking news. You should have sent me that in the WhatsApp message. I could have put it above the bottom of the screen for us, guys. Oh, yeah, that reminds me to change that. There was the other bit of news we got, but just keep freshening up every 5-10 minutes for you guys to give you the latest news. Here's West Ham. Here's Brighton. Oh, Ferguson. Oh, oh, God, Ferguson just couldn't flick it around. But Brighton still knocking on the door, and it's still 0-0 here. How the hell have West Ham survived this? It's been the most boringest game ever. I wish I was doing the darts watch along. That sounded a bit much. How's that young fella doing, by the way, guys? Anyone let me know if he's reached the final? Here is Brighton still knocking on the door. 9 minutes to go. 0-0. I think Philip Brady would have fell asleep by now. Now the party tricks are coming out by Brighton. Anyway, here's Brighton now on the attack. Swings it in by Gross. Header by Ferguson and over the post. Got to minute. Not used to the cloud server. Says lot has it's that it's bad. We've got Game Pass needs to sort out the cloud gaming though. Got some more user space as it's screwed. Sky Italia are saying General want 35 million. Yeah, I think it's around that. But if you make that into British pounds, I think it's about 26 million quid. 3-2 to Litter at the moment. Wow, he is winning. Wow. Right, I'm going to ask you a question, guys, right? Do you really think that fella's 16 years old? Because I'm not convinced he is. He looks older than he does. He looks about 26 years of age, not like 16. So let me know, guys, what you think. Am I just being a bit, I might not seen him right or what, but I don't think he is 16. Anyway, he looks really older than he does. And it's gone out for a Brighton throw. And Brighton take the corner. 8 minutes to go. Brighton still looking for the goal that would take him above. And yeah, I agree with you. What's my point? He doesn't look 16 for some reason. Anyway, here we go, guys. Here we go. He's leading 2-1 in the sixth set. Fucking hell. I mean, wherever old he is. Oh my God. Brighton could have taken the lead. And Pedro oh God, Brighton. Let's see it now. It started off there for the number 15 Brighton. He swings it in. He's onside. Oh, Lamela. All he had to do was, oh dear. All he had to do was just touch it. Oh, it was gross. Oh, God, he just missed it. That would have been in the back of the net. It would have been 1-0 Brighton. Oh, God, the first bit of excitement in the second half, guys. I had a hard time with the 16. I had a hard time with the 16-year-old thing. Oh, yeah. And now Johnson is down for West Ham. His legs out straight. The West Ham there are, I think it's just cramped, guy. Shane McCarson, they need to get their act together. Yeah, Tequila, they do. I do agree with you guys. They do need to get their act together. They really do. Anyway, 83 minutes gone. Nearly 84 minutes gone here, guys. Here's West Ham 0, Brighton 0. And there's David Moyes. Does he take a point now or does he go for a win? What would you do if you're David Moyes? As Johnson now is back up. I was like, well, there's no way 6. Yeah, but why would, yeah, exactly. But just, I think kids look older now than they used to be fair. They really do. And so they really do. It's been so bad. I bought a 2 terabyte extension hard drive this Christmas so I could download more. Wow. How many games do you have on your Xbox downloaded? If I was David Moyes, I would have played for the Manchester. Yeah, I would too. I would too. He's won something. Do you know who I feel sorry for on the Man United thing, by the way, guys? It's coming up to 5 minutes to go plus VAR time. 5 minutes to go, and then it's shit time. That's the new name for VAR. Do you feel sorry for Fergie? Oh, it's West Ham. Oh, for blooming Mary and Joseph and the wee donkey. Oh, my good Lord, he should have scored. How the fuck did he miss that? Seriously. Absolutely seriously. Oh, dear. Should have scored. Police look like they're 12, so maybe I'm just I think I might be joining you in that heat. I mean, I'm 47 in February. I mean, I think I'm a fossil as well, to be fair. Dermo games are so big nowadays, Xbox. Yeah, it is. It's like the Avengers game. I downloaded. That's 156 something thing. 20 at the moment, but my son uses it as well for Forza and feels like it's 500 gigabytes to save it. Yeah, it is. An LOL to it, ENS. Look, guys, we're coming 5 minutes ago. Let me know who your man of the match is for this game. I'm going to give it for the fans. I'm giving it to you guys for sticking with me. Right, there is how many in the house? There was 12 of you in the house. One of you on Twitch, and the other one on you on X, or what do you call it, on Twitter. I want to thank you guys. 14 of you all together. I want to thank you. And for people on the full-time sports network, I don't know what the hell you've been, but this has been one hell of a stream. The match has been bad, but by Jesus, we've given you everything from breaking news to the best games. Me and What's the Point having an argument. I mean, it's had everything. I mean, we've showed more passion than this game showed, to be fair. You're giving it to the football. It's only the thing that they wanted to play tonight. I know. They couldn't even do that. I mean, it's like Brighton. You would think West Ham were the away team, right? And Brighton were the home team. It's been so poor from West Ham. They've been awful. Oh, here's Brighton. Can that? Oh, no, it's gone out for a goal kick. It's been absolutely dreadful. What's the point? It says, I am the man of the match. No. I'm with Ian. You're all man of the matches and women as well. Dermo, you're the man of the match for actually watching it with your eyes. Your eyes are not happy with you right now. No, they're not, Tequila. They're really not. They're really telling me, Dermo, you're a complete arsehole here. Why did you make me watch this an hour and a half of this bullshit? Seriously. Watching a rerun of 40 Towers or watching a rerun of Crossroads, if people can remember Crossroads, would be more entertaining than watching this game. Daniela, Dermot's man of the match. Effort he puts in, I really appreciate, especially when he deserves to be sleeping. He goes live later. Big up, Dermot. I will be on later. Big up, Daniela, with all the latest transfer news to end your day with. So let me know. And Tequila, thank you so much, Tequila. It's very kind. It's all good, Dermo. You can watch the replay later, man. I've been to the wall. Oh, dear. Anyway, 2 minutes to go. The most boringest match ever given to man and woman and child. And they say the Premier League's the most exciting. I watched your transfer stream tonight before I crash out. Oh, big up. Oh, God, you're very kind. What's the point? It's so laughing so hard. He's rolling around in his floor, clutching his belly, and his missus looking at him saying, what's up with you? I'm just laughing. Big up. What's the point as well, sir? Big up. What's the point? Here is Brighton. Oh, what a save from the West Ham keeper. Wow, a bit of excitement. Oh, wow. Helena, what a shot by him. Good 20. Oh, no. Oh, come on. He should have scored. Oh, dear. I don't know, guys. What a boring game this has turned out to be. Sorry about this, guys. I do appreciate your support and everything, but by God, it was a boring game. But what can you do? It is life, by the way. And it is the Premier League. The best league in the world with two shit sides in it. So I'm just going to look for something here, guys. I think I might got some more breaking news. Here's Brighton on the attack. And it's gone through to West Ham. Wow. Absolutely wow. Just absolutely, just fantastic game. Really has been. And I'm actually doing something here while I'm trying to multitask. Which men can do, by the way. Yeah, men can multitask. It has been known. I don't know how true it is, but breaking news, multitasking can happen. It's Brighton on the attack again. Can they do it? Can Brighton grab a late winner and send West Ham home? Can they do it? I don't know if they can or not. Big up to Keeler for putting stuff in again. I really appreciate that, sir. You really are a good soul. There we go. So I will change that colour to that. Brighton still trying to find a winner. Can they get one? And the answer to that is no. Brighton still on the attack, guys. Anyway. So I'm just saving something for you now, guys. And I will be with you in a couple of seconds. Back, go over the chat. Here's Brighton again. Looking for something. Looking for a winner. And don't forget, guys, we do have our normal show on Sunday. What's the point? It's the breaking news. Zagreb speculation, sprouted wings. Dug his claws into Daniel Levy and flew him all the way to Genoa to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Deal completed. I think you're having a laugh here. Sorry to hear that, Ian. Very brave. Oh, what's wrong with Ian? Sorry, guys. Brighton are going to score in a minute. Yeah, they are. Like for Dermo, guys. If you have not, his eyes paid the price for tonight's stream. No, the stream has been fun. Dermo chatting about gaming. Leave 1-2 Tequila and big up. He's doing all the channels. Big up. Keep your hands in view, Dermo. You filthy dog. No, I might have. You don't know what I'm up to. Big up. Big up to Ian. We've got what's the point? I know Tequila. We are the medal to have 5 sets of 2 to looks little. Wow. And don't panic, Derm. I was just like, oh, good. Just as long as everyone is okay. I care about my chat. And here we go. Here's Brighton. We're in the 5 minutes of injury time. 3 minutes left. I swear to God, this for me now, when we do the end of season games, after the whole season, this is going in as the dullest game ever. Anyway, Brighton, can they nick a last-minute winner? Can they send Carl into overjoy? Will they send Tequila to doing cartwheels? Will Ian S start shouting, I am the greatest? What's the point? Agree with me. Will anything dramatic happen at the end of this game? The answer to that is I don't know. I'm just getting excited for no point, just for no reason. Because the game's been that boring. I just want to sound like it's a big, exciting end to the game. And it's a load of shit. It's not. Anyway. Little has big balls. That's great to know. What's the point? Thank you so much. I hear they are passing smelly salts around the Bubble Stadium. Yeah, I'm hearing that too. I mean, people are leaving people already leaving, by the way. They've had enough. We've got Rob Cross has done what he does best. He talks himself out of any form, chokes like the old spods beforehand jet across. That's so calm. I've been lucky so far this season. Most games have been good, except a few of our matches. This has been, I tell you one thing, I think our matches, some of our games have been boring. or bad in. This has been 20 times worse. I wish the referee just blow the whistle now. Just blow the fucking whistle. Blow the fucking whistle, ref. Here's Fergie. No, here's... Oh, gross. Can Brighton do it? No. Oh, Milner. Brighton now. Come on now. Come on, Brighton. Get a winner. Get a winner. Oh, header in. Oh. I feel like I get that's it. Just blow the whistle, referee. Just blow the referee. Blow. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. This is boring. Please blow the whistle. Please. Hey, the game's ended. We've done it, guys. We spent an hour and a half of boredom. My eyes have suffered. My eyes have killed me. My eyes have watched the most dullest game in Premier League history. And they have a goal to clap the fans. It should be the clamps throwing rocks at them for being so boring. We're at the game. Oh, please, yeah. Please have a fight. Have a fight. Just give us something to watch. Oh my God, what a awful game. I do this quick. I've got to end up quickly, guys, because I've got to do my dinner for my missus, and then I will be back with the stream later. Say Dan Zebra and Moyes have a dust up. Give the fans something to share about. Exactly. Thank you, Dermot. Hopefully, chat about Spurs later. I will be here, Ian. The only nil in the last week. Yeah, it's the first channel's first ever 0-0 draw. Do you know that? This is our first ever watch along. This is breaking news. This is our first ever 0-0 draw. Honest to God, Brighton were shit. How did they score 4 against? So were West Ham as well, to be fair. Yeah. But listen, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am going to be on later with a transfer roundup for you about 11 or half 11, I think, round about then, guys. So we'll let you know. I've now got to go and kick the missus dinner and cook myself some dinner. I'll be back later with a roundup for you, so please look out for that. Whatever you do, please hit the like button, subscription button. Back later, and I'm also back later tomorrow at 4 with Newsbeat, and also tomorrow night another transfer daily roundup. We'll be on about 9 o'clock as well, so we're back on tomorrow about 9 or 10. So whatever you do, big up to everyone. Come on, you Spurs. Hello, there's loads more comments coming in. Thank you so much indeed, Tequila. Big up. What's the point? West Ham have put the they are. Cheers, Dermo. Thanks for the no problem, Tequila. Thank you, everyone. Cheers. Even you. What's the point? Thank you. And by the way, Spurs are still 5th. We're only a point behind Arsenal, and we're only 4 points behind Liverpool. And as our gaffer says, we're only 4 points off the top, mate. Whatever you do, Spurs are going to win the league. We're all here for each other, and it's Tottenham till I die, because I'm Ange, and I'm the great Spurs manager you're ever likely to have. G'day, mate. I'm going home now. See you later. Bye-bye.